Let's start the episode. They're all dead. God
Do you know what I watched the other day?
What?
The first episode of Lost.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
What have I been watching?
I can't remember. I fell asleep halfway through, to be fair. I couldn't.
Classic Callie.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
You know what it is? It's just too much of a commitment. I can't do it.
8 seasons. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot of episodes. But back in those days, it used to be like 23 episodes
Per season.
Yeah, and it was...
We can't do that anymore. I've got nothing exciting to watch. I literally don't watch TV.
I rewatched Motherland on 2 occasions.
Really?
Last week, yeah. All 3 seasons. Because I saw the trailer for Amandaland and I was like, let me rewatch this.
Let me re-up.
Yeah.
Are you watching Love Island?
No.
No, me either.
Traitors.
Oh my God, Traitors is so good.
Oh, Traitors was amazing.
I felt like they did her dirty, Francesca.
I think they did it on purpose.
Yeah, they just wanted more money.
Yeah.
What was I going to say?
But
Big up to Mina. I feel like she
Francesca,
played well.
when she was doing the
She was like, I'm a mother.
You're a mother.
I'm a mother, darling.
Bitch, I'm a mother.
I'm a mother.
No drama.
Traitors was so good. Oh my God. I just always think they need a Somali in Traitors. That'd be so funny.
You don't think they'd be found out very quickly?
I don't think so.
Do you know who was really evil? Charlotte pulled this one face with Freddie where she was like this, look. And I said from that moment on, this one is the devil.
Charlotte with her fake Welsh accent. I really thought Charlotte and Alex were like siblings, or they were a couple, but it turns out not. There was no other relationships in this season.
No. Loads of people were really angry about the introduction of the whole Sear thing.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I think it ruined it.
Yeah, Charlotte could have actually won it.
Like, she actually snaked it so well. She could have won it.
Yeah. Nobody suspected her before that.
Yeah, they ruined it, I think. It's not Harry's season.
And you know that whole, because Freddie picked her theory was like too weak to stick at that point.
I felt really bad for Freddie because that whole time he was a faithful, and to leave as a traitor over one night.
And it wasn't even his fault that he was a traitor.
It was that cow. She wanted to sink him. And he was
to sink him.
Oh. But I also felt bad. The game's the game, but I just felt like Mina held it down for so long.
I feel like Mina played a very clean game and Charlotte made it dirty.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But Mina also, she let people go when she needed to.
Yeah. Obviously, she have to vote for the traitor if everyone's voting for them.
But it made me laugh. Anyway, let's get straight into it.
Yeah.
Straight into it. Okay.
Do your work colleagues listen to your podcast?
Some of them.
Does that work colleague listen to your podcast?
She talked about it once and she was like, I'll check it out. Don't check it out.
I was gonna...
It's got work nemesis, guys. I've never had one before. It's amazing. I have to be on guard 24/7.
Oh my God. I don't think any of mine listen to it, but they support, which is, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. The other day, someone joined I was like meeting with another service line, and a Somali girl joined, and then she saw me. I've never met her before. She went in the middle of the meeting.
You should have said to her, no.
I was just like...
You should have given her the...
And then you know how everyone has to do introductions? So I was just like, hi, I'm Harda. I'm one of the mental health practitioners at the NHS service. Blah, blah, blah. And then she was just like, when she first joined, she just went...
You should send her, you know, on Zoom you can send individual messages.
Like, hey, I felt awkward because I didn't know her.
These people don't know me outside of work. So.
No, they don't know what I do. I keep it a secret. And then sometimes one of my other colleagues recently found out the other day. She goes, she joined my meeting because I was doing like a consultant thing. And then she was like, well, I didn't know that you were famous. And I was like, what? I'm not famous. And she was like, I've seen you on my Instagram reels. I was like, oh, you caught me. I've got a double life. She was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it when I saw you. Oh,
I don't even know what to say. You just get so like hot. I'm just
like,
flustered.
Support the podcast, follow.
Yeah, just like share,
occasionally download,
comment. We're looking to target your demographic.
Do you know what I mean? We love that for you. So yeah, it was really fun. One of my colleagues wants to come on the podcast as well because she does like side therapy. So
Yeah,
when
get
she,
her
I know,
on.
so when she wants to do,
We need some professionals on here.
I know she's an actual therapist, guys. She can help you guys.
Oh my God, can she therapize me?
She's actually really good. She always tries to therapize me when I'm telling her my stories.
That's so nice.
It's really nice. Childhood trauma is not a very good thing. Right. First scenario. Someone goes, need advice. She goes, Assalamu alaikum, girls. First things first, I would love to say that I love your podcast so much. You guys put a smile on my face all the time. I love that.
Because sometimes I need that, you know?
I need the motivation. She goes, I just want to say, our podcast girlies, we're like a niche community. And I feel I love that for us guys, because we're not like as big as Joe Rogan, but like the people that listen to us, they really die hard listen to us.
I know, you guys.
It's like a journey.
We actually love you so much. I don't think you understand. Like
it actually, you listen to.
I wish I could just like peek into a hole like this and just see all our people.
I wish I could like watch your experience of listening to the episode.
Yeah.
Like you on your walk.
I imagine someone washing the dishes and laughing.
Exactly. I imagine someone on like a 10k walk just giggling with themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I would never do that.
But then obviously sometimes you've also got the couch guys that watch it on the telly.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not really a YouTube watcher like that.
Same.
I like vlogs on YouTube. Who am I enjoying on YouTube recently? Do you watch YouTube?
Yeah, I do.
I think you're more of an avid YouTube watcher. Who do you watch?
Who am I watching? I haven't watched YouTube in a while, but I do like Hanan.
I love Hanan.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying Hanan at the moment. And
who do I watch? I don't watch YouTube. I'll be honest.
Oh my God, who am I
watching? ...
I actually haven't watched YouTube.
I'm about to watch Rahma's Paris vlog tonight when I take off my makeup.
Yeah.
Because she's in Paris. She's in Paris.
Do you know what? YouTube is like one of those things that I like. I love. But ever since TikTok came in, yeah, it's been like I dip in and out of YouTube now, whereas most of my attention is TikTok. But you know, my TikTok algorithm at the moment is just so love it.
What is yours? Mine is just Onyx Storm.
Blake.
Right. I knew the moment Candice opened the floodgates, you would be in there like a storm.
I'm her number one fan.
And you know, I just want to say Candice's, the change of persona.
I know.
Amazing.
I'm here for the growth.
The 360, the PR is working. That's all I gotta say.
Do you know what it is, Harvard? Candice just adds takes that I just never even imagined. When she said that the actual villain was Ryan, I went, no. It can't be. It cannot Ryan. I thought Ryan was just an innocent bystander.
I feel like these podcast shows like Candice's show, they remind me of like Heat magazine back in the day.
You know she's being sued by the French Prime Minister.
Oh my God, I can't wait for her documentary to come out. The way she's gone in on Brigitte. She thinks she's a man, allegedly.
Alleged.
She thinks she's a man, guys, and she's the only one that's like stuck on this one story to the point where it's actually like people actually believe it.
Yeah. She's done the digging. Do you know what I mean? She's got her evidence.
Can you believe it though?
She's using photographs. And she thinks that Brigitte basically
groomed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was his teacher. Guys, she was a lot older than him. I really want to know, like, men like him, Aaron actor, like, what is the logic behind dating an older woman? Not that there's an issue with dating an older woman, but I just like, I want to know where that conversation started, because they're really young when they dated them. It wasn't like 25.
Wait, so like is she 18, implying 19. That President Macron is gay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because she's allegedly saying that she's a man,
and she remember she got the
and they're hiding it.
She got the photographs, and she said this is Brigitte Macron when she was 7 years old, but it's actually a boy in the photo.
But you know, some kids look like boys.
But then that also could have been like an image that was
altered.
Yeah, messed around with.
You know what? I can't believe the internet sometimes, Colton.
There's just
too much information, and it's said in the most factual way. It could literally be a lie, and it's so believable.
But why would Candace lie?
Why wouldn't she?
Would she lie for views?
An entertainment show. But I mean, to that point, to that level, it's a bit mad.
If she's lying, yeah, and there was a defamation lawsuit and the French president won, okay, cool. Do you get it?
But it's even if they won, the public perception's already done. They already think you're a man.
It's true.
Isn't that mad, though?
There were theories for a while that said that Michelle Obama was a man.
Oh my God. Have you heard the new theories?
What?
That Obama and Michelle are no longer in a marriage. And she's like, and the reason, and he's apparently in a relationship with Jennifer Aniston. So awkward. That I don't believe. But apparently he came to the, when Trump got elected and they do that whole ceremony.
Yeah, he was sat with George Bush.
Yeah. She didn't come to that. She didn't come to the ball. She didn't come to loads of public functions with him. She's currently in Dubai. So they believe that they're having a rocky moment. But I think Michelle Obama has stuck to her guns about her views about Trump, and she's decided to not go.
Distance herself.
Yeah, because she doesn't believe in them. And I think I respect that more than Obama going to that thing. Because how were you saying that my man Trump was going to be like the end of democracy?
Yeah.
He was going to be like a neo whatever.
A new age has
fascist.
Come.
He's going to ruin everything. I mean, he probably will. But how are you going to say that? And then when he's elected, you're like chummy giggling with him. Like, you've got to have integrity.
Doesn't make sense, does it?
He's an op. How are you laughing with him?
I think they're all friends.
I agree. So I think she took a very, like, she had integrity and she shunned herself off.
But then also she might be saving herself from being from
scrutinized.
Not being scrutinized, but let's say if anything were to be revealed, maybe she doesn't want to be like a
I agree.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Part of that gang.
Yeah. But I just think like the PR of everything, like Blake for me, she's done for. Even if she wins, even if he loses, even if we find out that he made her uncomfortable, which could be true, it could be factual, we don't bloody know. The public perception is gone, it's done, the hammer's down. Everyone already has like a perception of you that's going to stick in their brain.
What if Ryan's forcing her?
But regardless if he's forcing her, that agenda is
no,
nothing.
I know.
Women always get battered in the media.
But listen, I completely understand that obviously the general public have now got this view.
It's never going to know.
Okay, wait. But what if there's an actual story there? Like a very dark, like sinister, narcissistic, controlling dynamic between Ryan and Blake. I just have a feeling, Hol. I have a feeling. Because you know what it is? There's like
allegedly
TikTok takes where the girls are saying like Ryan used to, do you know what I mean? He used to like just post unflattering images of her and like just, do you know what I mean? Taunt her and say awful things. But then she used to try and like she'd often do the same back to him, and it was like this. They just created this like dynamic, this relationship dynamic where it's okay to just be mean to your wife.
I didn't even think that.
And also like the reason why him and Scarlett did not like broke up is because she was doing like better than him, like films wise, and also she said he was controlling.
Oh my god.
What?
Sorry, my friend Fatima is just about to finish the book and she's on the part where the main character dies.
Oh, for God's sake, Heather.
Sorry, just go read Fourth Wing. Just go read Fourth Wing. I don't believe that Ryan Reynolds is the demon behind this. I think he has a part to play, but I also think she's dug this grave. Because the moment I saw those text messages and when I heard Khaleesi...
Look, I think Blake is vacuous, and I think she's like probably like an awful person generally. Yeah.
Ooh. So we don't know that though.
Like vacuous. Okay. Like she's just vacuous, pretentious. She's just, you know, typical.
She's a rich white woman.
Yeah, just typical of like that particular...
affluent
lifestyle. However,
conspiracy cult on.
Yeah. I just think she grew up in a lot of privilege and she's a bit dumb, right? I think there's a mastermind involved in this, and I think that mastermind is Ryan. She does not seem smart enough to do all this, and I feel bad saying that's very anti-feminist.
Yeah, what if her lawyers did this? The
Yeah,
lawyers
could
are not
be.
really doing a good job though.
Could be.
Justin's lawyer though.
I know.
I need that website to come out. Oh my God, what else has been happening? Public knowledge, public culture. I can't think. Guys, I don't remember anything. I actually don't remember anything. When you're in how do I explain my life at the moment? I'm in this situation where I've figured out that women can't have life balance.
Work-life balance.
Nothing. I can't figure it out. I don't know how women work and look after kids and then do other stuff, like other hobbies and things they enjoy. It's fucking hard.
Don't say that.
I'm losing my mind. No, but I'm actually losing my mind.
Wait,
so
did
now
you come
I've
to this
created a
realisation during the Christmas holidays?
Yeah, just this period of time that I've been off. Even though I didn't have the podcast, I was like, why do I still feel so stressed? Because the podcast was an added stress because we had to come here. But I was like, oh my God, why don't I have life balance? And then I realised I'm a very chaotic person. My husband said this to me the other day. He was like, you're very chaotic. And I was like, yeah, I've gathered that. He goes, it's giving ADHD, but we won't assess it.
Why are you chaotic?
I don't know. I just do so many different things, and then I don't get anything done. I'll do this, and I leave projects halfway. It's very ADHD.
No, it's
but
true.
I'm gonna accept it. It's so
happens to
hard,
me a
though,
lot
guys.
at work.
And then on top of that, I feel like I'm in a stage with my kids. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so hard. I'm in a stage that we're in the learning stage because you have to sit with them.
Are we unwell?
No, the kids are healthy.
No, us.
No, I don't think so. I think we're overwhelmed.
Honestly, today, you know what you just said? It's just reminding me of how I was trying to action the tasks on my to-do list today. And it was like, I'll start something. And then suddenly I'm like, oh, I need to get access to this. But that thing that want access to has absolutely nothing to do with that first task.
And then you go and do that and come back. And then you don't even finish that, but you come back to this. And then it's very bad. So you've got to train your brain to stick to what you're doing.
But you know, sometimes you get these, you get this, I don't know, it's like a moment of just complete and utter focus.
Yeah.
And you're able to lock in and you're able to do things like numbered 1 to 10 in that order. Start with the first task, tick it off and work your way down. Sometimes that works. So when you've got the headphones in, you're sitting in the cafe and you're able to just smash it in 1.5 hours.
But it also depends on the phase that you're in with your hormones.
1,000,000%.
Because the phase that I'm in, my period's about to start in 3 days. I'm flustered. I'm not concentrating. I'm up and down. My emotions are down.
I'm just so forgetful.
Consumed.
I'm so forgetful,
It's mad. So you've got to be easy. We've got to be kind to ourselves. No pressure. So I've said there's no such things as life balance. I'm just going to do things as they go, one at a time, as they go. And I'm going to finish a task and be done with it. Because fuck me. The other day, I literally sat on the stairs. I was like, this is too much.
You know, white women cry over this stuff.
Yeah, I don't have time to cry.
I can't. A single tear will not fall for work.
Even if I'm crying, someone will come to me. Can you open this for me? Can you not see me? I'm in my...
No, I refuse to cry over work because in my mind, I'm like, I can
not.
do this with my eyes closed. This is piss easy. That's what I tell myself. It's piss easy. I can do this. But when it actually comes to doing it...
It's mad.
And you've procrastinated 2 weeks worth of work, yeah? And you're dealing with the...
That was me.
You're just dealing with it in one day.
That
one
was
day
me.
you've decided that you're going to action everything.
Today, that was me. I spent 4 days, guys. I did no work. I was reading a book. Today was the only day I could do all my work. It was crazy. Anyway, let's start the scenario.
Painful.
Oh, someone said, thank you for being my therapist. How cute. I would like to, this is the scenario, everyone. I'm so sorry we started. She goes, I would like to be anonymous. That's fine. We won't ever say your name. She goes, I've been married for 3 years and have been in a sexless marriage from my husband.
What?
He has disrespected me from the start of our marriage, and his family completely cut ties with me when I got treated like absolute garbage since the very start. He refuses to be intimate now because I'm fat.
What? That one left. I'm really confused. What?
It's too much. It's too much already. Don't call yourself fat. My husband was the first guy I've ever been with. We were speaking for 2 years before we decided to get married. He was lovely, treated me like a queen. I felt extremely comfortable around him. Then he did a 360. I started to gain some happy weight and he started to come at my body and told me he wasn't attracted to me anymore. And he would grab my stomach say, ew.
Oh my God.
And then he started to always make plans to go on a trip. And then would change his mind and say, actually, I don't want to go out with a fat girl. And then would blame me for his family not talking to me.
What the hell?
Does he have abs? Because I would walk out. He grabbed her stomach. He grabbed her fumpa, guys, and said, ew. If my husband ever did that to me, I think I'd stab him. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just thinking about me looking absolutely butters in the house.
My husband grabbing my tummy.
Imagine, and he went, ew. I'd be like, best stereo. Boof. Guys, can I just say one thing, yeah? Do you know how, like, you know when you get married, there is a sacred thing between you and your husband. And the sacred thing is, if we're in the house and I'm dressed in my bati and my hair's looking like this and I look absolutely trash, you are still supposed to love me. It doesn't matter. You know the different sorts of
Exactly. It's just a version of me.
It's just a version of me. Because when I see you, yeah.
In your vest.
In your vest with your man boob hanging out. With their little weak arms. Do you see me grabbing your arms going, there's no muscle
definition.
Here? Bullock. Imagine I said that. No definition in the bicep, no. With their bloody lugger master legs.
No six pack, just the belly that hangs.
And fucking skinny pasta legs.
We don't say nothing.
We don't say nothing. Your legs could literally create fire. We don't say anything.
Oh my goodness.
But for him to come to her Kaltorn in her bati, she's probably exposed. She's just enjoying her life with her children. He grabs her by the stomach and says, ew. I would spit in his face. It would be ended there and then.
I can't believe he grabbed her by the tummy hole. That's actually so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. Now, if someone grabbed my tummy,
what was that thing?
And said,
ew. Her by the, I was thinking when
Trump.
By the go.
If someone grabbed my tummy and said, ew, I would grab their tits.
I would
and squeeze.
I would literally. That is disrespectful. I would think about that for days.
Say, I would never not.
Imagine that
I would never not think about that. I would be in the gym, lifting weights, thinking about that.
That's what creates eating disorders.
Wallahi, that's what creates eating disorders.
Imagine he just walked past there and grabbed it and walked off. That would actually be funny.
That's hilarious.
That's
quite intimate.
Grabbed her by the tummy.
Just walked off. Walked off, didn't say anything.
Yeah, but
it's a bit intimate. But saying the followed by the words "ill," that's when it gets
right. Let's carry on.
Naughty.
She goes. So she said, and then he would say that the family. He blames my body for the reason why the family don't talk to her.
Wait, so because she's allegedly fat
is the reason why his family don't talk to her. She goes, which I kept forgiving him for, and he then kept calling me useless. Because
No. Wait, pause. Imagine someone saying my family don't like you because you're fat.
I think he's so childish. This is the form of petty that I cannot live with. This will make you lose your mind.
This is
insane. You can't even say, what are you going to say? Like, you're fat too. Like,
it just sounds so childish.
It's so childish. Like, I would be so hurt by this.
You know what? You're fat and all. What you think you're slim?
I would literally, I would put salt in his food. I would make his life a hell. I would put holes in his drawers.
Imagine living with someone that makes comments like that.
Put holes in his socks.
Ew. My family don't like you because you're fat.
He looks like he's giving mean girl.
He just sounds like a bitch.
He sounds like a little bitch, you know? Yeah. Anyway, she goes, which I kept forgiving him for. And then he kept calling me useless because I lost my job, which he was which he was very good with paying everything temporarily, he would say that I don't want to be with you and say I want a divorce. He would also say that I want to find a girl better than you. And then... and that no man wants to be with a girl looking like you. My self-esteem has been shattered. I don't feel comfortable in my own skin anymore. I cry myself to sleep every night. This has taken a toll on me, and she goes, I'm ready to put myself first. I've never in my entire life felt like this. So low, subhanAllah. I'm just looking for some positive feedback. So guys, actually, I've just saw the end of the email. She said, don't share that scenario. So my advice, we're not going to share the rest of the scenario that she's basically said. But my advice is going to be, I don't think your husband is a very nice man at all. And I think you need to get your game plan on and think about how you're going to rebuild your life and move past this. If you want to if you want to stay in a relationship with him and you have children, do you think counseling is going to work for you? If not, I personally feel like if someone's speaking to you this way and making you feel this way, I don't think he likes you. I don't think he's a good person.
I don't think he's a good person either. I just think that there are better ways to advise you. Do you know what I mean? There are nicer, more kind, polite ways to say, listen, it's time to go to the gym.
I just think revenge body is going to be crazy.
Wait, but you know she said all of this stuff. What was that? And they've also stopped having sex.
Yeah, he's not being intimate with her.
She needs to dump him. I don't care.
Right, moving on to next scenario. We're really sorry, we love you. Right, next scenario. We're going to go ham today. My dad absolutely hates me. Help me, please, girls. And I'm going to go to the bottom to see. She didn't say.
Yeah, just make sure.
Right, she goes, Assalamu alaikum, Callie and Hada. I've been watching your videos for years now, and may Allah grant you both happiness and success for helping so many people around the world. Thank you, my love. She goes, I'm an 18-year-old Muslim, born and raised in the UK. My father came here to work.
Can we just eat that? She said we help Muslim women around the world.
World tour coming.
Do you know what? It's just we need to do a feedback survey. No, I'm being serious.
We do, though, on Instagram, don't we? I don't know.
No, like a real like feedback survey for like our listeners, like a form. We should do a newsletter, and in the newsletter, a feedback survey or like a comment place where people can. Do you know what I mean?
Leave proper comments.
Yeah, because I'm just shocked.
Yeah, I think there's like over 111 countries that listen to us, Kulton.
I'm shocked as someone who never looks at the insights. For good reason, because I will probably like get really scared and quit.
Anyway, let's go. The insights are good. Let's go. She goes, I'm an 18-year-old Muslim born and raised in the UK. My father came to work. She goes, my father came here to work, but my mum was born and raised here. Growing up, I always saw my parents fighting every day, but it became normal for me, so I didn't know otherwise. My relationship with my parents was fine. My dad would take me to the park and the masjid, and my mum would play and take care of me. At the time, I was the youngest sibling. At 9 years old, my parents randomly had another child, so I was no longer the youngest. After 9 years of getting the youngest child treatment, I was suddenly neglected because they had to take care of my new sister. Understandable. She goes, my parents stopped spending time with me completely, and my father no longer even spoke to me.
What? Oh, this is very, very toxic.
She goes, my parents' marriage was never good, but it was falling apart even more as of last year. She goes, my dad has stopped contributing to any bills, so now all the financial burden is solely on my mum, and he's always been verbally abusive to her. I have two older siblings, one brother and one sister, and my younger sister. He has very clear favoritism towards my older and younger sister, but for some reason despises me. She goes, my other sisters will do things, and if I do the same thing, only I will get in trouble. Due to the favoritism towards those two, they do absolutely no housework, and I do all the cleaning and cooking, all whilst studying. Yet he loves to compare me to them. He makes them food, does favors for them, supports and talks to them. He's extremely he is extremely
condescending.
Yeah, he's extremely oh my god. Dyslexia. He's extremely condescending, rude, unloving, and the most unsupportive father I could ever imagine. He verbally abuses me, shouts at me, constantly tells me that I don't know how to do anything, calls me horrible names, brainless, stupid, waste of time, treats me as if I'm unworthy of love, time, money, and space. He hates to see me happy, and if I'm in a good mood, he will deliberately say something rude to me to feel down. And if I achieve something, he makes me feel like I shouldn't be happy. And on my birthday, he didn't even give me a bat and eye, because he didn't even bat an eyelid to me, not a single word. After 9 years, coming on to 10, I don't know how much longer I can take this verbal abuse. Not only me, but my mother's also suffering. I've prayed, it's only getting worse. In Islam, you can't talk back to your parents, so I just leave. She goes, I've just been silent listening to all this abuse, and I don't know how much longer I can tolerate living with a man who constantly tears me down every single day. Oh my God.
That's very loaded, isn't it?
I really, I was going to say romanticize, but because I don't have a father.
It's not tickling my daddy issues.
Yeah, this has put me off a little bit.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, like my daddy issues I always look at people that have fathers like, oh my God, how nice would that be?
I want that too.
Would my self-esteem and would I be more would I have more self-worth if I had a dad? Would I pick better men? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, make
better choices in life? Would I have more money if I had a dad?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
This
is repelling all of that.
I think you and your mum must have like the same personality. Or be like, give the same vibe.
I think you've got a dead dad.
Yeah, I think your dad's I feel like you might remind him of your mum, and I think that's the reason why.
Maybe, yeah.
But what he's doing to your mum is even worse. The abuse that women get from men, honestly, it's just jarring. But things that you can do, I would just ignore him, wallahi, and occasionally get therapy. You definitely have daddy issues, I'll tell you that now. But
it's different kind of daddy issue.
Yeah, we got absent. No, our fathers died, so
latent death.
Basically, death by.
I can't even call it latent death because qadar Allah.
It's qadar.
We've
got daddy issues because we've got no dads in our lives. Okay.
Got no father.
We've got no father. It makes me very sad. Sometimes when I'm on my period, I cry about it, but it's it's done. We'll meet our fathers in Jannah. And I can tell them all our life story. But this situation is very like beyond my remit. Do you know what I mean? Well, how can you like tell your dad? Like, have you ever had a conversation with him and said like, why do you hate me so much? Like,
yeah, like why being an arsehole?
Like, what's going on? Like, is the relationship that good? Or why can't your siblings stick up for you and be like, hey, like, why are you treating her that way?
Yeah, the way that you're treating us and her, I see a divide here. What's going on? I see a difference.
I just feel like you're getting the Cinderella treatment, and we all know what happened to Cinderella.
How much younger is she? Are the younger ones than her?
She's 9 years younger than her.
Oh, so he just likes the little one.
He likes the little one, and then she's got two older ones.
Dad's always like the little ones. No, but then he likes the two older ones too.
Yeah, it's just her that he doesn't like.
Does she look like her mum?
I don't think she looks like her mum, but I think the way I'm seeing
because I'm thinking he's verbally abusive to the mum, so there must be some link between her and the mum.
I think they've got similar traits. Anyway, all I want to say to you is I'm not going to focus on the negative.
Yeah, we don't know. We can't dissect. Like, yeah, we've just got to look at the facts.
I feel like the good thing here is that you've kept your mouth shut and you've respected Allah's will, because Allah's will is that after everything, it's like your mum and your dad, and you have like a lot of respect for him because you haven't actually like
done madness
to him, even though he's treating you like this, and you've been very patient, and I feel like you will be rewarded for that. Obviously there's a lot of trauma that comes to that. I would go to do yourself a little referral to ayat.
You know me, I just know that I would have a moment of weakness and be like, leave me alone. Let me say that again.
And then he'll beat you up.
Oh God, have to run upstairs, lock myself in the bathroom. Lock myself in the bathroom, boom, boom, boom. No, we don't want any of that. No. I just think she's got a lot of self-control.
She does.
It's very admirable. And I can't remember what I was saying.
I don't know how to approach this because I feel like the trauma from parents is just mad, guys. It's really, and I don't know how to explore it. I feel like sometimes, I always think like, is therapy even a good option? Because sometimes when you open up all the traumas in your life, like it fucks you up even more because you remember things that you didn't even remember.
You know what it is? The dean says nothing about like anything negative when it comes to parents. Do you get it?
They just say be patient and Allah will reward you.
Yeah. It's all like nice, positive, airy fairy.
And I actually do believe that. I believe that.
But like, I believe that as well. But also, it's like when you're in it, it's
what do you do?
Be patient for like my formative years. But then, come on, like I reckon.
No, the mum needs to come for the two older ones.
I think the mum needs to get involved.
The mum needs to tell the two older ones to do some housework. Number one, it shouldn't just be.
No, but also I think the mum needs to. Like, she's the only one that can just say, listen,
leave my daughter alone.
Leave my daughter alone.
I agree with that, but he might shout at her or
so,
do more to her.
So he's only shouting. It's not like he's.
You never know. It can escalate.
True.
I think the mum needs to chat to the two older siblings and they need to help their sister out and do some housework, and she needs to keep her distance.
Yeah, that's a very problematic dad. It's very difficult to approach a problematic, like, you know, volatile man. Because you don't know, shouting might become physical.
Yeah. And also confronting him might not be the best thing.
Yeah, because he's old and set in his ways.
But also a conversation needs to be had about how you feel.
I think she should act out.
Act what?
Act out.
Oh, act up?
Yep.
No, that might be, he might send her back to Somalia.
Allah!
They're evil
my God.
like that.
But you know, that's not always a bad thing.
No, they're evil. She wants to live her own life. She's about to go graduate, do what she needs to do. She's going to move out soon. She'll probably like live her life. I just think you've been in it this long. You need to carry on and focus on what makes your mental health better.
Why shouldn't go out? Honestly, just go
leave
out.
The gaff. I think she needs to concentrate on things that make her feel better. And if she's able to speak to her mum and her siblings and tell them how she feels.
I just mean just go out and stay out for a bit longer.
That all means go do benders.
No, sometimes when you're we've seen
it. When you're down
it.
bad.
When your home is toxic, people tend to be outside more. And obviously that's not a good thing. But how can a young person just do anything about that? There are so many elder people with bigger personalities that have more control over you that are just effing your shit up.
Crazy.
It's so hard.
They're so evil.
And what kids tend to do generally is act out.
Yeah.
Because they don't feel like they have a voice. Just burn his car.
Pop his tyres.
Do you know what I mean? Just say, oops, I don't know what happened, but looks like your car's on fire, Dad.
It's giving Matilda. It's giving Matilda. Okay.
Would you put salt in this? Would you put salt in your dad's food? Is that a bit mad? Oh my God, this is a parent. What's become of
parent? This is a parent, guys. We've got to respect our parents.
Do you know what it is? It's just hard, isn't it? It's a hard one.
Guys, if you want to read this book, it's called Onyx Storm, but you have to read the other 3.
You know what I do want to talk about?
What's that?
I want to talk about Selena Gomez crying on the internet.
There's so many people on the internet at the moment that
Do you know how much that made me laugh? Please, I have to play this sound for you guys because it's actually one of the funniest things I've heard this week.
Coming from a billionaire.
No, it's not. Let's just listen to this.
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children.
I thought she was talking about Gaza when I first heard this. Wait.
I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
That's something for your stories with your friends.
She posted it on her story and then deleted it very quickly.
But let's be compassionate. She's got bipolar.
She said, I don't know what to do.
But you've got $1 billion. You're a billionaire.
She said, I don't know what those words actually came out of her mouth.
So was she referencing the migrants leaving your
Deportation, the
deportation?
Mexicans, yeah.
I mean, I can. It's awkward. It's very much awkward. Read the room. You're a billionaire crying.
Saying, I don't know what to do.
But I also think, isn't it funny how people only cry for things that they relate to?
I just think crying on the internet is generally just such a weird thing.
I do, because you
like,
record.
It's like you've got to
you
set up the
post.
phone.
You've got to be like,
you spend time fidgeting with your phone
to press
play, to swipe, get the camera out, press play. You hold your phone in a position and you do this.
It's like, it's really crazy.
And then once that's done, you go post.
It's crazy. You know, stories is actually quite easy to do that, but people that post TikToks are worse for me. Because you know with TikTok, there's so many stages to posting a video.
I don't think
and every stage, you must think to yourself, should I do this? Do you know what I mean? With Instagram stories, you could just press.
I think it was an Instagram story.
But like people that post on TikTok, I think, babe, like you recorded, you uploaded.
But it's weird, like
next.
You've got to think, like, at what point did you decide to get the phone involved? Were you still crying?
Were you crying at that moment? When did it start?
Were you still crying, or were you not crying? Then you thought, let me get the phone and start crying. Like, there's just so many things that I think about.
I know, it's very awkward. It's very awkward. Like crying on the internet is a phenomenon for me.
Then she posted it, and then
that
publicist
said, delete that now, bitch.
The clarity, I'm going to assume it was clarity. She deleted it very quickly.
It was Julie on the other line saying, delete that right now.
Selena, if you don't delete that video, we're going to confiscate your phone again.
But also, I feel like she does have mental health problems. I think she's got bipolar. I don't know.
No, she's got Lyme's disease.
No, she's got BPAD.
No, she's got lupus.
Yeah, but she's also got bipolar. Apparently, as she said that in her documentary. But yeah, it's actually mad. I don't know why I find it awkward when people are vulnerable on the internet. I don't know if it's a me thing. I don't know if it's I've got a problem with being vulnerable on the internet, so I judge someone else for being that open. But then there's other people that do it really well, to some extent. And then there's people that are just like, this is so cringe. But I feel like that's an internal issue for me. How do you feel?
I just think that I can't get with crying on the internet. You know, I can't.
Would you ever come on Instagram story weeping?
Are you mad?
To what level?
I just think you must be you must be having a moment of madness to. Do you know what it is? If it was like someone was recording you crying and then that was posted, I think that's not so bad.
But you going.
That whole honestly, I feel very uncomfortable with that.
It's very much read the room though. It's like, please, you're a rich woman in your White Castle. You can do something if you wanted to.
Yeah, you can donate your billion wealth and help the Mexicans.
Or any immigrants. It's crazy. Now Donald Trump is talking about there's 30,000 beds in Guantanamo Bay. That's where they're sending the immigrants.
Mad.
That's crazy to me.
It's actually insane.
Like how people have been vilified this way. But I just think social media is crazy, man. Them views get to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. We can't. I really thought about that. But I know exactly what you mean. And I just think to myself, it's just, I don't
want to stick any form of knife in. I don't want to, what's the called when they do the thing with the hornets? I don't want to do that. I don't want to touch it.
No, I literally scroll past because I just think yeah, that's not me.
I can't.
Because you can't, you know what it is? That's one thing I realized. And one of my therapy friends was telling me this. If you live in negativity all day, every day, and even in the Quran, it says so. Like, if every problem in your life, you think it's a calamity and there's no hope for you, you're essentially removing the mercy of Allah from yourself, because you're basically saying, I don't deserve this. And if you're constantly sad, guys, about every single thing, and you always think nothing good will happen to me, that is what you're going to manifest in your life.
It's like sadness from inside out.
Yeah.
I know.
And like your body language, the way your face looks, the way your body looks, the way you interact, everything becomes that persona.
Sad. The face looks sad. The body looks sad.
Everything. So you've got
sadness is decaying you.
So you've got to really be objective if you are feeling like that.
Oh my God, may Allah never put me in that position. I mean,
if you are feeling like that, and it's really, and I feel like we're in a very like isolated era in life.
I think, Harder, you know what it is? Do you know what the problem is? The problem is our environment is already sad. So you have to find joy in little things. Like, it's imperative that you do those things because you live in bloody grey London. The government is taking most of your money. We are surviving. We're in survival mode. In comparison to, let's say, a country in the East whose basic minimum wage is $200, but that suffices them and are still able to have savings. Do you know what I mean? We're being robbed.
Also, I feel like this is just a rabbit's wheel or a hamster's wheel, not a rabbit. I just feel like you're doing the same thing every day. You get shit money.
You have to find joy in something.
Like, you've got to do things for yourself.
You have to find something that makes you happy.
And new motto for 2025, if you want to go do something, go bloody do it, guys. Because I've got a hot Pilates workout booked by myself, because before I was too scared to go on my own.
See?
Just go do it.
Go and do something for yourself.
Like, you've got to enjoy things. How else? And also, I feel like the fact that we're so connected to the internet, but really we have no connections. It's actually scary. It's really sad.
We have parasocial connections.
And you've got to
just detach yourself.
No, man, you've just got to, you know who your friends are. If you don't have friends, try and make some friends. But you need people to like vocalize that anger with.
Yeah, I just think the internet doesn't help. The internet is just a life of happiness of someone else that you are somewhat like envious of.
Yeah, the internet just sells you dreams.
It's disgusting. It creates delusions.
Anyway, guys, that is the end of this episode. We love you guys so much. Thank you for always rocking with us. Rocking that thing
baby.
Like.
Oh,
is that
baby.
the same song? Rocking that thing like.
I was thinking of
oh baby, I'm stopping you.
I just wanna love you,
baby. We love you guys. Thank you for listening to us, and have a good evening.
Peace.